here's what we're finally gonna get into. What everybody has been waiting for: The Mandalorian season 2. Have you seen it completely?
Completely. Yeah, I have.
Oh wow! He actually did something good this holiday season, my friends. Um, all right, let's start with the first fucking episode, The Marshal, where he goes to this little village. And this
Hmm.
episode to me was so like a fucking Western movie because
It
he
was.
goes into the bar and he sits down and then the sheriff shows up and says, "Well, howdy, partner." It's so like a Western. It's so
Yeah.
badass.
It had some tremor feelings to it too.
Yeah, the crate dragon. Oh
Yeah.
wow, it was amazing. And they finally showed, or at least I don't know if they shown them before. Maybe they had. I hadn't paid attention, but I finally found out what a womp rat was.
Yeah.
The little weird things that are running around with big floppy ears. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck Luke Skywalker was saying when he said womp rat, but now I do. It was a good fucking episode.
It was a really good episode, and also in that episode, it kind of like tells you also how Boba Fett escaped
How?
from well, didn't
Oh, you're right.
this guy
Mando got out of the crate dragon's mouth. You're right.
exactly. So now we know. Oh shit, that's how it possibly can't. He could escape, and that's why he's out there. And then of course we see his boots towards the end, like.
And he
That
takes
that
his.
was I saw I put one and one together. I was like, oh, of course, yes, that's Mando, dude.
It is man. It's
I mean, that's Bubba.
Boba Fett. Yeah, fuck yeah, it was awesome. And then the next episode was The Passenger. That's when he takes the frog lady to with those eggs,
That
and
was
and
fucking
the
cool,
fucking
dude.
spiders come out.
Yeah, that shit was fucking cool. Also,
I
the
hated that
fact that they
shit.
did a full-on fucking like makeup costume with the lady because it actually looked pretty cool. It actually looked legit,
The best
like
part
movie-like.
was when he was all like, "We gotta get out of here," and then the lady starts hopping like a frog, and obviously that's CG,
Yeah,
but it looks so
yeah,
good the way it transitioned from
yeah.
the person running and then just start hopping like a fucking frog. It was amazing.
Fucking Grogu, man, like eating the eggs. I was like, I love it. Get off of that. Don't eat those motherfuckers.
He ate some fucking eggs,
He had like
basically.
four or five of them, dude.
Fucking
He
disgusting
had a
little,
lot of them.
that disgusting little thing. It eats anything. All
But
right.
yeah, I like the part when at towards the end, like the stormtroopers, not the stormtroopers, the fucking uh the rebels came over and just fucking killed all the spiders, dude. That was pretty cool too.
That was cool. I mean, it was like out of nowhere, but it was a really disgusting episode because of those spiders. And I
Hmm.
mean, it was a cool episode, but I didn't like it because of that.
Spiders, yeah. I don't like spiders either.
Then the next episode's The Heiress, and that's when he meets Bo-Katan, which this lady that they chose looks exactly like her from the Clone Wars series.
Yeah.
And then Sasha Banks was there. You don't watch wrestling, but I do. And Sasha Banks is like Snoop Dogg's cousin. That little black girl that was
Oh.
there. That's Snoop Dogg's cousin, and she's a wrestler. And she was there. And then
Oh, you mean the ones? You mean the episode where he finds other Mandalorians,
mhm.
but they take off their
yes,
thing also,
that's
and they
from-
think of him as like, oh, you're a religious
you're
freak.
you're one of those. Yeah, you're one of those crazy guys. You're one of those crazy guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and these are the new Mandalorians. I mean, but the old Mandalorians. I mean, even before these human Mandalorians, the original ones, they were like alien looking things. They don't even have noses. They have like this thing that connects down
Oh, I didn't know that.
but they started, since they were going extinct as a race, they started like finding
Adopting other races
Yeah.
and stuff.
and teaching them their ways. And from then on, it was like as long as
Converting people.
as long as you had their belief and their system, then you were a Mandalorian and you followed their culture. And so the Mandalorian became more of a way of life after that than it did a race. But that was way a long time ago, before any of the fucking movies and shit. And so that episode, that was a cool episode. The next episode is let's see. Oh, where they go and yeah. So that's when they crash into the Moff Gideon's ship, okay? and 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 no, the next episode is the siege. Sorry. This is what happens when you drink and you smoke and you try to do a podcast. Okay, I mean, what's his name? Joe Rogan makes it look easy, but it's not.
Bill Burr? Oh no, is this not the Bill Burr episode when he comes back?
You're right.
Right?
That's the next one is the Bill Burr episode.
And that was a badass fucking one, dude.
And
it was filled with action.
He did some really good acting in that.
Yeah, he did. Dude.
The scene where he's like, he's seeing that imperial, superior guy or whatever the fuck.
Admiral.
Yeah. It was just really good. It was a good fucking scene.
I kind of like, because he was playing it cool, right? And afterwards, he didn't give a shit. He was filled with rage, and he was, you know what? Fuck you. And he shot him, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, oh, that was so fucking good, dude. That was that episode was fucking badass, and I like the fact that like I don't know, he was making jokes too, but he was playing like a real fucking human being, like if he was getting caught up in like in war and shit like that, and like he's coming back, and he did a really good job at acting out that character.
Okay, so actually that episode is actually like the next to the last episode, but we're gonna ignore it. And we're just going to say that the next episode, because I don't remember, I'm too high, is the good episode is The Jedi, where we finally see Rosario Dawson as fucking Ahsoka Tano.
That was so fucking good. That was very Japanese. It was very like black and white Japanese fucking film.
It had a feeling of it. It was really good.
I love when like she's just like in the woods and people are like trying to look for her, and you just see like the lightsabers and then dark, and then you see that again, like and then dark again, and I was like, that is fucking pimp, dude. That's really cool. I love that fucking scene. And then you would see like very Japanese again, like the leader of that fucking like community saying like, hey, stop it, because I'm gonna kill this fucking guy or this girl or whatever. I don't remember if it was a guy or girl, but she was like, okay, I'll come back. Hold on. And like she hides in the fucking woods. And dude, that episode was so fucking like Kill Bill. It was so fucking cool, dude.
It had a very samurai kind of old film vibe.
Yeah.
So that was that. And then the next episode is when he takes the child to the top of the temple and sits him on a rock, and the child starts praying like a fucking crazy ass. And then we finally see Boba Fett, and he gets his armor back, and it's fucking legit. I mean, it was
fucking cool.
He fucking beats
like
the stormtroopers.
On that one was great.
And you know who directed that episode? Robert Rodriguez.
No. Oh, it was him. Yep. Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Roberto Rodriguez.
Oh yeah.
So he did great in that episode. Like, I love that episode. I think he did great in it. And we also see the introduction of the Dark Troopers, which are like this fucking Lego-like. You know, to me it looked like those Lego stormtroopers. And it looks sick.
It looked like Tron, like those fucking like big ass fucking like robots that are invincible and shit.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly. And so they take the kid away. And they kidnap him. Then the next episode, that's the one where we got ahead of ourselves. That's the one with Bill Burr in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're right.
And then the last episode is the best episode that I don't know how they kept this a secret. And I'm glad that Kathleen Kennedy could not stop this from happening, because it's probably the greatest thing that has happened since Kathleen Kennedy fucked over the fans with The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. Because I still protest that The Force Awakens is a good movie that set up things that had a lot of potential that they didn't even follow for the next two movies.
See, that's the last movie that I saw.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker. Hey, forget it. Luke Skywalker comes out cloaked over and with his green lightsaber, and he just demolishes those troopers, and he does it in a way that looked like the way when Darth Vader came out in that Rogue One, and he's just
it felt the same way. It's like,
and
you're so fucked.
They show how powerful he is, and he's all dressed in black, saying like, "Dude, I can be angry and destroy shit, but I still have complete control of myself. That I am a good Jedi."
And you know how I knew it was him? Of course, the green lightsaber, but also the glove. Like, I saw, like, you know, in one of the scenes, like, I was like, oh, shit, it's Luke, bro.
When I saw the TIE Fighter, when they showed the TIE Fighter, I said, that could be anybody. I'm like, it could be Ahsoka.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, it's going to be Ahsoka. Like, I thought it was going to be Ahsoka. And then he was dressed in black.
I thought it was going to be one of those fat guys that helped out with the spiders. I was like, oh, it's probably him.
I thought it was going to be Ahsoka. And then when I saw it in black, I was just like, who the fuck's in black? I was all like, why would a bad guy? I started thinking, why would a bad guy be in a TIE Fighter? But then when the lightsaber came on, I knew it was Luke. I said, oh, that's Luke.
I think Favreau.
I knew right away, and I wasn't crying like a baby, but I a tear or two came out because I was just happy. I was just like, this is great.
I had my face open, like, I was like, what the fuck?
Thank you, Jon Favreau. Thank you so much,
dude. Yeah, dude. What's this guy's other name?
Dave Filoni.
Filoni.
You made my heart shine. I was just so overwhelmed. It was a great feeling. It was a great fucking feeling.
Thing to close with that 2020. I was like, okay, good. This makes me feel better about 2020.
And let me tell you one thing, because the last two Star Wars movies did the complete opposite to my heart. My heart was crushed and destroyed. Okay, but we're not gonna get into that because we ended 2012 in somewhat of a good note with Luke Skywalker, a white male, a white male, being the strongest Jedi in the universe. Not some,
you hear that, Hollywood?
Not some.
Don't change things.
Not some Mary Sue, whose parents are nobody, but then it turns out that they really are somebody because it's the Emperor's clone or some shit they made up five months before the fucking movie decided to be filmed. I don't know what the fuck they did. They didn't even know what the fuck they were doing. They probably made up the ending a month before the goddamn film was going to be released.
Hey, if you like shit like this, check out the full podcast on the link to the right. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to stay tuned for our weekly podcast. Peace.